為第一組要開始啦。Please start anytime.
Have you ever experienced a game?
Sorry. Remember, each of you before you speak your sections, cross-check your full name with me so that I can mark your assessment.
Okay, Michael Bryan.
Okay.
Okay, have you ever experienced playing a game where you can earn money and also you can expand your creativity and with interacting with other people? Now, my name is Michael Bryan, and with my teammates Liu Quan Lin and Loli Yi and Wu Wing Yan and Chang Chi Han, we are going to discuss about a very, very powerful collaboration, which is Among the Sandbox. So right now, we are going to discuss through this presentation the introduction, collaboration details, and collaboration Web3 focus, and expected outcomes and conclusion. So first of all, what is this collaboration? So it is the collaboration between Among Us and the sandbox itself. But first of all, what is Among Us? So Among Us is a multiplayer game that we can play by 4 to 10 players at the same time. And the game is taking place on one of the map that is provided in the game. Also, 1 to 3 of these players are randomly selected as imposters, and the rest are called crewmates. Crewmates need to complete tasks in form of mini games. Later we are going to explain it all the way. And imposters must kill the crewmates before they are finished with doing all the tasks. If not, the crewmates win. So actually, what is the aims for this type of collaboration? Because we're thinking about calling back the old player and attracting new audiences. But because in Among Us, we need to have interactions with other players. And of course, it brings up like the friendship, the closeness between people. And of course, people would love a nostalgic vibe. And it also can attract the Among Us player to play the sandbox. And strengthening brand image and prestige. Among Us, back then, during the COVID era, it is a very, very well-known game. People love to play that game, even influencers. So it has a very, very strong brand image for the Among Us. If they collaborate with the sandbox, definitely everyone will bring up that Among Us game. So nostalgia marketing and community connection is also the aim for this, because we are targeting nostalgic people, because like currently this era, we always love nostalgic items. And of course, when we play Among Us, it brings a lot of memories back. And strengthening the gamified economy. This is the most important part, because the sandbox has the concept of play to earn, and by using the play to earn mechanism, it can help to strengthen it. Also, the objective part is to enhance the player's engagement and retention. Actually, Among Us is a very, very well interactive game that we need to collab with a lot of people, right, in the game. So practically, if you're playing that game, you have a lot of engagement. And the nostalgic driven engagement, we are also targeting it for the short term, because when you're playing this game, it needs to have like a very, very strong emotion. And we wanted people to bring back what is Among Us and why do they love that game. And by that, collaborating with Among Us is very, very important. And also enhance creativity of the player. So actually, we will explain it later, but a little bit of leak something. So practically the Among Us game is actually, we are going to modify it so we can customize the avatar. And so creating an interactive space for players to interact with each other. This is also the key points that we're trying to aim to. Because if we have this interactive space for people, there's always the time for people to share thoughts, knowledge, and everything. Even their creativity can expand through the internet and even the Web3. Also bring back play to earn mechanism. It is also important. So actually there's a lot of successful game examples, but I want to take you guys to 2 collaboration games. For example, Mobile Legends and King of Fighters. Back then, I was a Mobile Legends player, and of course, when I see this King of Fighter game, and I was like, what is this game? But actually, King of Fighters back then is a very, very well-known game. But however, because right now, we always play using mobile phones, so practically, it doesn't exist anymore. But however, when they bring it up together, the collaboration, it's spiked because of people trying to get to know what the game is. And also, by seeing the collaboration of Ubisoft and the Sandbox, it is very, very well possible to use Among Us to collaborate with the Sandbox. Because Ubisoft itself gains a lot of revenue from it. Okay, I'm gonna pass this to my teammate.
Millennium Candy. So let's talk about the collaboration details. Let's first look at the classic Among Us gameplay. A player join group, and if you're a crewmate, complete the task, and you're a killer, kill everybody and discuss who's the liar on emergency meeting and fall off the other player according to your judgment. This is simple, social fun, but there's no real ownership and traceable game history.
Try to use that line without lots of interference.
No game history. So now with the Among Us, the Sandbox, we take all of that into the Web3. So this is our upgraded version Among Us, the Sandbox gameplay. And step 1, player can add their crypto wallet and enter a multiplayer room. And step 2, task complete are ultimately recorded on blockchain as NFT. And step 3, imposes that sabotage or elimination is stored on blockchain. And step 4, player discuss and flow using NFT flow. And step 5, all action generate SP point which can be converted into SAN token and NFT. So players are not just playing, they are earning recording history and owning their gameplay. So you guys may wonder, why choose Among Us the Sandbox over the traditional one? So here's the table. In the classic version, players just fill their progress bar, but in our upgraded version Among Us the Sandbox, all game history is an NFT record, and in the original game, vote happened privately and lost after the match. But now, in our upgraded version, blockchain is vote as NFT, and this is more transparent and permanent. And the reward in the classic game, you might unlock a head or cosmetic only, but now you can earn a SAN token and tradable NFT. And in the classic Among Us, people own nothing in the game, but now you can earn SAN token and own skin and everything is yours and is stored in your wallet.
So there are a total of 5 maps in the original Among Us game: the Skill, Myra HQ, Polus, the Airship, and the Fumble. So we believe these 5 maps are restrictive and have diminished the novelty for virtual players. Therefore, after collaborating with Sandbox, we would like to invite artists to join us in designing more diverse and varied maps in order to increase the game's playability and players' interest. Each map features a unique design, such as distinct themes, special tasks, and internal structures. Players can, based on their interest, to select a map and join the game. Additionally, players can create their own maps on their own land. The game will supply basic components such as doors, walls, barriers, each with different styles and patterns, as well as an adjustable lighting area. The game will also provide components for completing tasks, such as connectable wires, buttons that trigger events, pressure plates with traps, and cameras that monitor players' position. So building a map is noted to be relatively complex. So the game will also supply an instruction book for those who are interested in creating a map. And this instruction book will show steps for building a map and installing components. So each map represents an individual room, and the designer of this map is act as the homeowner, and they can invite friends to join the game and on their maps.
So it's not just task and mission. We have social room for interaction. Player can create private invites-only room to play with friends. Inside, we got feature like chat part, emote station, and identity link room using wallet avatars. Isn't it feel like a real Web3 social space? And in the Among Us, the Sandbox brought a tactical tools player can use to complete tasks faster, avoid detection, or sabotage others. And let's look at a slide. For example, the toolbar speed up task completion by 10%. The EMP device can disable light or security cam, and the invisibility cord allow imposter to move uneven. So these tools make everyone more dynamic for both crewmate and imposter. And this is how prod will look like in the NFT marketplace. Each prod in our game is a unique NFT. This means player can own them, upgrade them, or trade them on chain. Prod can be earned for free gameplay, bought with Sand, or rewarded to the top 10% on the leaderboard. So now your in-game item is your digital asset. So in Among Us, the Sandbox skin aren't just for look. Each character skin is a unique NFT. And let's look at the slide. For example, the Crimson Warrior increased movement speed by 10%. The Phantom Ghost can make you stay invisible. And the Gold Matcher gives you a shape against sabotage. And these skins are freely owned by player and can be earned, traded, or bought with chain. So how your look is not just cosmetic, it's tactical.
So regarding the collaboration between Among Us and Sandbox, we would like to implement corresponding marketing activities. We will set up several Among Us and Sandbox pop-up stores in Hong Kong, utilizing VR technologies. Participants can join the game using VR glasses. Each pop-up store can host 3 matches simultaneously, with each match accommodating 4 to 15 players. So participants can immerse themselves deeper in the game and enjoy its fun. In order to reduce its waiting time, participants in line can engage in mini missions, such as using AI-powered screens to scan their faces and generating sandbox pixel art style among us characters. After joining the VR match, people can also receive an exclusive poster featuring data from their matches, such as most calm crewmates or best actor in poster, as well as display their name and profile on the poster. Everyone who joined this pop-up store can also receive a limited edition skin. We will also collaborate with professional esports players, game streamers, and various internet celebrities to boost the traffic exposure. So they will provide different kinds of interesting live streaming, such as the fastest to complete a task. During the live stream, limited edition collaboratively designed items and skin will occasionally drop. Audiences can seize the opportunity to obtain them by following the game's official account. We will also invite KOLs to experience and evaluate the game, providing related commentary. Finally, we will combine online and offline activities, such as we will set up a large screen in the pop-up store to organize game competition for KOLs and internet celebrities, which will be live streamed in time on the big screen. Then I will pass it to my teammate.
Hello everyone, I'm Li Guanyin. Now I'm going to talk more about our collaboration details. So in addition to all these amazing things that we mentioned before, like in-game NFT assets, Among Us avatars, offline pop-up stores, etc., the most exciting part of our collection is that we will bring back the play-to-earn mechanism, which means all players will be rewarded by sand tokens. We believe that by focusing on the decentralized Web3 nature of the sandbox and its GameFi economy, we can bring back our old players as well as attract new ones from Web2 space. So before we go into deep, let us briefly go through what is sand token. So sand is the utility token in the sandbox ecosystem. It could be utilized in various scenarios, such as buying lands, trading in-game NFT, and staking for rewards. And this picture on the slides is sand allocation, which is tokenomics. So as you can see, there are 25.8% of the sand tokens is set aside for company reserve. So in the past, this part of the token were used in alpha season rewards and the relevant growth strategies. So this time we will use a partial of this sand token to give incentives to all the players. So how players will earn their sand tokens? We will introduce a point system, which is crew bits. There are several ways to earn crew bits. First, players can earn crew bits by completing online game sessions through real-time matching. And also they can earn extra crew bits if they perform well. For example, get MVP on one game session. Also, inviting new players to join among the sandbox could get an amount of crew bits for rewards. Last but not least, community contributions such as publishing new maps for all the players to join could get a huge amount of crew bits for rewards. And more ways to earn crew bits will be revealed in the future. So these are the general steps of how players earn crew bits and get their sand tokens. So after they engage in among the sandbox and earn their crew bits, by the end of the collaboration period, we will count all players' accumulated crew bits, and all the players will share a 5 million sand prize pool. So by the end of the event, the more crew bits you earn, the bigger share of the prize pool you can get. So why we use token incentives in our collaboration and why it will make our collaboration stand out. So the core strengths of Among Us, which is its social deduction gameplay, could perfectly match what the sandbox need the most, which is social interactions. So in Web3 gaming, value comes from community engagement, such as on-chain activities, players, interactions, and building together. So these valuable social dynamics that Among Us could bring to the sandbox, and the sandbox could amplify its also creativity and decentralized economy. So, unlike the past collaboration, this time we will offer a true play-to-earn experience to all the players. They are not just having fun, but also earn real value that they can own and trade. These 5 million sand tokens, just 0.17% of the total supply, won't impact the secondary market, but will boost the engagement, the number of token holders, and the market liquidity, which all the stakeholders will be happy to see. And now I will pass my roommate to talk about the future expected outcome.
Thank you, my teammate, for the really detailed elaboration of all the collaboration details. I know that you guys may think this is a lot of information, and we want to stand in your shoes. Why you guys, like Sandbox, need to collaborate with the Among Us? But first of all, we want to explain all the expected outcome that we wish we can achieve by the collaboration of the both. The first one will be 30% user growth. As we all know that Among Us and also Sandbox have many players online though, but we continuously losing both users on both platforms. For example, maybe this gaming mode exists for many years already, so players may get bored or they need to work and study, so they will keep losing attention to this just Among Us or Sandbox. So by collaborating both players, we want to attract both new players and also old players to come back to this collaboration gaming mode to enhance the user engagement. As my team may have all mentioned about, there's many tools we can design, and that is just the initial part of it. There's many thousands players outside. They can design their own maps, their own tools, their own challenges for other players to play, and not to mention there's private room. You can invite your friends, your families to play together. So this is a compelling game mode which will really draw attention to both existing and new players and have this new kind of social interaction and collaboration through the Web3 system. The second of all is a 20% increase in the NFT trading. As we all show you that there's a picture of all the NFT, new tools, new design, and then you can trade it, you can buy it, you can sell it, you can do whatever you want. And this digital access. For example, there will be rule schemes, there will be prop tools, and also we will be really transparent as we will record all the achievement that all the players get and then post it online so that every player will know their rank or how much is this NFT asset, and this enhances the trading activity, which will both beneficial to Among Us and also the Sandbox. And third of all, there will be richer ecosystem content. As we all know, there will be new tools designed by the players and also the new maps designed by all the families and friends which they can play together. We will not set any limitation or standard for them. It's the player to decide which they want to have to design or they want to play. So this is create a cross-sold maps and tasks which empower players to take part in all the process and also all the rewards. For example, Sand Token and the Creepies, which my team have also mentioned about, and this highlight the whole community creativity. And last but not least, we want to have a long-term retention. As I mentioned before, because all the players already familiar with all the Among Us gaming mode and also the Sandbox, we want to continuously offering new challenges and reward. But because we are not designing, each player they design their own maps and their own gaming mode to invite all the players online to play together. And not to mention we have the play to earn mechanism because it's their benefit. They can always earn sand tokens and also which means the cash in gratitude if you want to sell it. So this combination of all the social deduction mechanism and also blockchain incentives will really draw attention to all the players, and we not just only want to attract both new players and the old players, we want to keep them to keep playing them by their own creativity. We believe that this addictive gaming experience will have a hit on the worldwide, just like TikTok trend, because everyone is showing the creativity online and everyone can see it. So the last important thing is why Sandbox needs to have this collaboration is that they can attract more partnership. As this gaming mode with the Sandbox mode, serve a case study which will potential of merging the blockchain with popular gaming experience. Unlike the usual gaming experience, all those gaming experiences have their own standard challenge that players need to be achieved. But this gaming mode is that players create their own challenges and all the players are free to choose whether you want to play or you don't want to play, or whether you want to invite your friends to play or not. So this additional expansion within the Web3 ecosystem will also serve as a precedent so that other gaming history or other gaming same mode you can work with Sandbox together. So not to mention we will attract many fashion brands to come in to have a collaboration and also have a digital artist, for example, designing their own outfit, no matter it's 2D or 3D, they will have their own digital access because they create this. So finally, in the conclusion, we think that is really beneficial for Among Us and also the Sandbox. So we sincerely hope that we can create this new era, just unlike the TikTok trend that may be not lasting anymore. We will create this new era together with the Sandbox and also the Among Us. So we sincerely hope that you will consider this collaboration. And that's the end of our presentation. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Please track your PowerPoint to your done file and then randomly click on it.
This one.